Well, folks, welcome to another Track Talk, and believe it or not, we are in Tampa, Florida, and we are here with probably the guy who got the Midwest pretty much started with brushless and lipos, Shawn Palmer. Shawn, I want to thank you for that because I can't tell you how much work that has saved me over the last 4 or 5 years because I was so tired of doing brushed motors, I can't tell you.
Absolutely.
And how many battery packs I must have bought in that time, and probably 6-7 years ago I switched over to brushless and lipos, and my life has been different because of that. And like I say, you were kind of the guy that led us into it. Seemed like every time I got on Heartland or something, why Shawn had an article or something on there.
I did what I could. It was something that I knew from way back in the aircraft days, years and years before it really started putting it into cars. And we had some great stuff in the early years at Castle there, and it was almost an untapped market. And there was a lot of guys that had a lot of interest in it, but almost no actual knowledge.
Right.
So I was in just a perfect situation to let everybody know how it was, how things work, and how much better it could be, and everybody just loved it. Those were good times. I really liked them.
I was going to say, we kind of miss having you around there in Kansas City, in the Midwest, and I know you still participate in Tim's race out at Checkered Flag Speedway.
Make it out to the KDOC every year, regardless of where I am.
Yeah. And I know everybody enjoys seeing you out there. And, of course, you have kind of fixed those guys up with some products and stuff, and helped out as far as prizes and stuff. And I just want to say for everybody in Kansas City, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Happy to do it.
Okay, we're going to move on. And that kind of takes us into actually the first question. How did you get started in RC?
Oh boy, that gets back to back in the early 80s, I believe. My dad got us some ready-to-run kind of off-brand cars. He worked a Snap-on tool route, and one of his customers, I believe it was a muffler shop in El Paso, had built an RC track out behind their shop. And I had never really seen it before, didn't know it existed, and Dad got us a couple of cars, and we went out and raced a couple of times, and I kind of fell in love at that point, and that went to airplanes, and then back and forth with cars as well, but that's where it all started, really. It's been a long time.
And how did you end up here in Tampa, Florida, with Speed Passion?
Here in Tampa, I had done quite a bit of work with Castle there in Kansas City, and loved that time. I missed the track. I missed the city and the folks out there a lot, and but I had an opportunity to come out here, improve the weather situation a little bit for my family, and I'm kind of a beach bum. I born in Arizona. Go figure that one. But we saw the location. The brand was something that I wanted to help out and believed in. They needed some help, and decided everybody in the family decided that's what we wanted to do. So that's what brought me out here, and we love it. It's absolutely fabulous.
I was going to say, wonderful day today, by the way, all you folks back home. 65 degrees.
Don't tell them that.
I drove over with the windows open, which, of course, I haven't done that since last summer. So, oh, man, it's a beautiful day. It has been a little cool, but really nice today. But I wanted to talk to you about Speed Passion. I have to fess up personally, I don't own one, but, boy, everything I've heard from guys that do, just smooth, really good, dependable, just a great setup from what I've heard. The question. Now, Speed Passion originally, just a few years back, was one of the first to come up with the idea that they could hook up this speed control to a brushed motor, a brushless motor that was censored, uncensored, and I believe Speed Passion was one of the first to do that.
I do believe we were the first to have a commercial racing speed control that did basically anything that you had. We would be able to run it. Also, what that does, one of the real nice benefits there when you can run a motor in censored or sensorless mode, mode, is you can start the motor in censored mode, which makes for the nice smooth starts that everybody likes, and then after it's started, you can switch to either a hybrid mode of a little of both, or all the way into sensorless mode, which you can get a lot more power out of the motor, which we're seeing nowadays. And that also opens up the ability to change timing and add things into the motor for more torque, more top end, and that kind of thing that you just really can't do in a straight sensor type speed control. So we were very successful initially in the market just because of the innovations, and we did a lot of work to build the brand in the U.S. here at the Schumacher office, and Adam and I just it's been a wild ride from day one. They're just constantly innovating, and it's a great company to work with. We've enjoyed distributing them in the States, and we've got a new opportunity coming up with them in a little bit as well, that everybody will be hearing about on the web and that kind of thing too.
Just off the top of my head, where now is Speed Passion actually? What is their home base or whatever? The home company that owns Speed Passion, the overall company is called King Golden. They're out of Hong Kong, and King Golden is the manufacturer for Speed Passion. They're also manufacturer for East Coast Bodies. Okay. And there's a brand of hop-up parts that they do as well, and Speed Power batteries, LiPo batteries. There's a huge line that should be up on the website now that are all brand new, great stuff. And we've also shown the first few cars in what will be a very nice large line of cars at the Nuremberg show, to huge success. Great sales from that, pre-sales from that. I've got a ton of orders going all over the world, and we're looking forward to being able to put those out in the States here too. Sounds like a good opportunity, and Speed Passion seems to have the answer.
Yes, they do.
And that kind of brings me on to the next question, which I'm really interested in. As far as Speed Passion, I know just from what we heard in Kansas City, which of course is not the center of RC racing, but we are kind of on the fringe, I guess, but things do get to us eventually. Sure. But from what we heard, big stir at the Snowbirds, the Chili Bowl race down in Tulsa was Speed Passion, and this new system that they're coming out with for the bigger wine motors, 17.5, 13.5s. Sounds like a 13.5 is not a 13.5 anymore.
No, it's not. All of the little goodies that are now available with running a motor in sensorless or a hybrid style mode gives us a lot of opportunities to increase timing advance. That's pretty much the only thing that anybody ever talks about, but it's only one of a multitude of different things that you can do with the motor electronically. But you can increase the top speed dramatically, that we've all seen. You can increase the punch coming out of the corners, and the overall efficiency, drop the temperatures down, or allow for more gear and things like that. So it's the software among all the brands really of speed controls is just mushrooming right now. This last year, we've seen a 13.5 go from like a 13.5 like we've known, and now it may as well be mod. So it's which brings up a lot of problems universally for the hobby. Is do we start to limit some of the software on the speed controls? Do we go down yet another 16 steps on a motor and wait for everything to catch up again? I am on the executive committee at Roar, and that's one of the main things that we're talking about right now. And also, one of the brand new products that Speed Passion's coming out with is a speed controller that doesn't have all of those extra goodies on it. And what we're getting from the racing public is that's kind of what they want. They want to bring 13.5 back down to 13.5 again.
I was going to say it has to stir quite a controversy within that, because 13.5 class is a 13.5 class, and when you can jump it up, because what I've heard is when you put this system on there, you can take it down 4 or 5 turns. Is that correct, motor-wise?
Well, it's what we're capable of with software right now is just about doubling the kV of the motor.
Oh my gosh! All right, boy, we're running out of time here quick. I think we're down to 30 seconds. Shawn, all I can say is thank you for taking your time.
Thanks for coming out.
Come out here and talk. I know the guys at home on Heartland are really going to enjoy this. And folks, as much as I hate to say it, that's going to wrap it up from Tampa, Florida, with our guru, Shawn Palmer, and we'll see you back home in Kansas City.
I'll see you in August.